Hey guys, Chuke here. I wanted to do a video on holsters, specifically in the waistband holsters. I've been getting some questions about that. And believe it or not, I do think I am a reliable source of information on this because I am such a pistol addict and I tend to go through a lot of pistols just to test different carry things. I'm getting a little bit better, but some of my friends are worse, and I'm turning them on to some of these universal holsters that help a lot. But it can be a problem if you buy a new pistol, which has happened to me in the last couple years, and then you have to wait a couple months for the producers to make holsters for them unless you have like a custom Kydex guy, which can be annoying. Typically they have to keep the pistol and it's not a perfect fit like if they had a mold. But anyways, I'm going to go through, I think it's 11 holsters with I like most of them. There's a couple I don't like, but we're going to go from the worst to the best. So first of all, let's start off with the very worst. Now this kind of dates me. This is back when I got into pistols, probably around, I got into firearms around 2009 or so. So this is Uncle Mike's. This is just a piece of crap. I would not try. I think I had a 1911 in this. But I mean, if this is all you have, you could make it work. But yeah, I wouldn't suggest anything like that. So this is number 11. Horrible. Don't get it. Number 10 would be another one from about 2010. And I'm rating it as low because it has what you call a foamy clip. This thing is awful. I've had them fail on me. I've drawn before and you pull the whole thing out of the whole holster comes out of your belt half the time. They are awful. This is like a relic of the past. Now, the good news is I did order some of these steel clips. I got these Quick Clip Pros. They are awesome. And then it turns into like, what some of the Harry's holsters I'm going to show you later. So that's an easy fix. If you've got one of these old ones, just order some of these and they're pretty universal. They fit the holes. So yeah, I would not recommend that. That is number 10. So number 9, let me see. Now we're getting to stuff I kind of like. Number 9 would be a sticky holster. These actually work really great. I've got a smaller one that I like even better because it's a pocket holster and I can put like that little 380 in it. But if you're just going to check the mail or something, you can actually carry this in the waistband, cinch it between your body, your belt and everything. Even though it doesn't have any clips, this material really sticks and it will stay. Now, I wouldn't suggest running in it, and you do have to kind of check on it, but just for really short casual trips, easy to take on and off, I really like these. But obviously, it's not something that's going to stand up to a lot of movement, so you do want to think about that. This is for casual carry or pocket carry, but great brand. Love sticky holsters. So that's number 10, or no, we had the horrible one, 11, then 10. So this was number 9. All right. So number 8, I'm going to say this cheap no-name brand from eBay, but I actually really like it because they have a million different models. They ship like that day and they fit and they're like 40 bucks. So I've gotten like 3 of these from eBay. I got one for a P227 and one for an HK USP 45 and just fits perfectly. And it's copying the crossbreed holster that I like so much. So super cheap, but they work. You can see I haven't worn it that much, but it is leather and Kydex. It's the hybrid holster style. They just made a cheap version of it. So that's number 8. If you're on a budget, this could actually be a great option for you. Be this Versa carry holster. The reason I like it is it works for different pistols. This isn't even set up for a Glock 23. This is my 357 SIG. It's actually a Glock 22, I guess you would call it, but because of the barrel. But this was made for a Springfield XD, but because it's leather on this side, it flexes, and when you tighten your belt on it, you can make it work for multiple pistols, and the retention is decent, and I've used multiple pistols on this. I really like Versa carry, so that would be Number 7, Blackpoint Tactical. These are just really comfortable. They tend to have, I think they call it a combat grip, where it sits pretty high, but they've got these wings here, and it's just comfortable because it's not as much material. And these are not foamy clips, even though they're plastic. These hold really well, but these just work great. This is for a 43X, but I think for an optic, I did my own Chuke cut job. You could see where I cut it there. I need to clean that up a little bit, but this is the second Blackpoint tactical holster I've had, so really like it. I definitely recommend it. So all these I like. That was number 6. So number 5 is going to be Alien Gear. Now I did cut this down to work with an optic too. This is also for a XDM 10 millimeter. These tend to be pretty thick. They print a little, I found, but so comfortable because of the foam. These are one of the most comfortable. So you're driving or you just want to be comfortable, it's winter time, I would get one of these. But Alien Gear is just great. Really recommend them. Next would be crossbreed holsters. These are the classic hybrid holster, or Glock 19, and the metal clips hold up, and after a while it just kind of forms to your body. Now it did kind of, the retention loosened up a little bit, so when it's sitting in there, that kind of worries me. It can fall out, but once you put your belt on it, it tightens it up a lot. So might be time for a new one of these, but I do have the smaller version and then this one. But crossbreed has been really nice. Definitely recommend them. So these are my top 3 coming up here. This is a just in case leather in the waistband holster for a Smith & Wesson 686 357 Magnum. He just does such a beautiful job. I've got one with snake skin and shark skin and ostrich leather, and his branding right there. So he does a lot of chest holsters and kind of cowboy outdoorsman Western style holsters, but he does do in the waistband. So when I'm going to a barbecue or something in the summertime, I like to wear this with my revolver just to show it off a little bit. Definitely something you want to wear with an overshirt because it does tend to be a little thicker with the leather, but it does work and very secure. And yeah, just in case holster, check him out. Very cool. So now we're going to my number 2, and that is the Harry's Holster Infiltrator. Now, it looks like a normal Kydex holster, but look at this. This is like the special design he did that makes it like a wing or a wedge that really pins it against your body. So even though it's really small, I've kind of turned away from those crossbreed holsters because they're a pain to put on and off like in a car, but these things are just super easy. They've got the good metal clips I was talking about before, and retention is good. They're adjustable. So I've got one for this shield, and then I've got one for the Glock 19 that holds my Glock 19, but it also, good retention, holds a Zev OZ9C, and you can set it up with a cant. So with this cant, I carry it 3 o'clock. Boy, this conceals really well with the cant. So probably the one I wear the most. This is my favorite. That you can order it. Check them out, harrysholsters.com. I think he's got attachments like different wings you can add on there, additions, but cut for optic. Probably my favorite holster right there. Now we're going to go to the top one, and this is something new, and this solves a problem I've had, which is going through lots of different firearms. Now this, that MSP Tier 1, so this is the Quick Ship X300 Tier 1 concealed in the waistband. Now it did have a really thick wing, but that's adjustable. I took 2 of the tabs off there. So this is more like something I'd wear in the winter, but what is so cool about it, it's universal. So I've got a HK Tactical USP 45. It clicks in, perfect retention because it's made for any pistol with the X300. Now watch this. Oh, what do we have here? we have a Glock 20 Gen 5. Guess what? It also fits in there. Now, I would have thought that the HK would need to be tighter, but it does need to be tightened. So depending on what pistol you have, you can adjust it. And for some reason, the Glock 20, it needs to be adjusted. But in the waistband, I've got my X300 there. And whatever pistol I have, this is great for full size, I guess for subcompacts too, and compacts, but especially shines for full size. Just put your light on there and any pistol. So that's why these are always kind of sold out. This is, I had to wait a week and get on the email list before I could get this. But my buddy's going to get one now too, because he goes through even more pistols than I do. And this is just a no-brainer. Such a cool invention. So shout out to William, who turned me on to this. He's got one of these in his TRL operator 10 millimeter 1911 with the X300, and I just thought it was so cool. So it's going to solve a lot of problems for me, because if I just want to try out carrying a new release or something I got from my buddy, just throw the light on there and it's universal. You only need the light. So definitely thicker. So something you'd wear with an overshirt, or I guess if you're doing appendix, it wouldn't matter. But for me, it's kind of fall, winter, spring carry. But really happy with it. I'm going to rate this as #1. So let me know what you guys think. I'll keep putting out videos. Chuke, your friend in the field.